Hey gardeners, welcome back to the gardening channel with Hot Potato. Today we're going to get our hands dirty with a detailed guide on rehydrating Coco Coir for your gardens. Let's break it down step by step. What is Coco Coir? Before we dive in, let's remember that Coco Coir is a natural product made from coconut husks. It's a sustainable, peat-free alternative with incredible water retention and aeration properties, ideal for all types of gardening. Starting with dry Coco Coir. Usually, Coco Coir is sold in compressed bricks or blocks. These are very dry and compact, making them easy to store and transport. But to use them in your garden, you'll first need to rehydrate them. Step 1. Preparing the Coco Coir. Grab your dry Coco Coir block. Depending on your gardening needs, you may use the entire block or just a portion. If you're using a portion, cut it with a sharp tool. Step 2. Choosing the right container. Find a large bucket or tub. The container should be big enough to hold the coir once it expands, which can be 5 to 8 times its original volume. This step is crucial to avoid spillovers. Step 3. Adding water. Pour warm water over the dry coir block. Warm water is more effective than cold in speeding up the absorption process. The amount of water required varies, but generally, it's about 3 to 4 gallons for a 5-kilogram block. The goal is to evenly moisten the coir, not to flood it. Step 4. Waiting and fluffing. Give the block some time to soak up the water. This can take from 15 minutes to an hour, depending on the block's size and the water's temperature. As it soaks, the coir will start to expand and loosen. Use a gardening fork or your hands to fluff the coir, breaking apart any clumps and ensuring even moisture distribution. Step 5. Draining excess water. Once fully expanded, check for excess water. The coir should be moist, like a wrung-out sponge, not drenched. If there's excess water, tilt your container to drain it off. Step 6. Ready for use. Your rehydrated Coco Coir is now ready. You can use it as a standalone growing medium, mix it with soil for better aeration and drainage, or employ it in hydroponic setups. Tips for success. Quality matters. Choose high-quality Coco Coir. Poor quality coir may contain high salt levels, which can be harmful to plants. Rehydration frequency. If you have leftover dry coir, store it in a dry place. It can be rehydrated multiple times. Watch for pests. While Coco Coir is generally pest-free, always check for signs of pests or mold before use, especially if the block has been stored for a long time. That's all for today's detailed guide on rehydrating Coco Coir. Incorporate this wonderful, eco-friendly material into your gardening routine and watch your plants thrive. Keep following the Gardening Channel with Hot Potato for more gardening tips and tricks. Happy gardening!